Welcome to the Tippie podcast. We got a special guest this afternoon. Let them know who my special guest this afternoon is, Big Dog.
IB.
Talking to the mic so they can hear what's going on.
I'm IB. You feel me? What's good?
Who I'm speaking to?
You speaking to IB, man? You know who you speaking to?
No, I know who I'm speaking to. I want them to know because they can't really hear you, the mic.
Shit, they know too.
So we had to bring you, dog. So let the people know, what do you do and how did you get started and what you do. We're going to take it back, but what do you do first of all?
Man, anything dealing with entertainment. You feel me? Like club promotion, concerts. Just started with the music shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, I've been around with the music, but never as far as hands-on when I have like my own project or own artist type of shit. So it's a first.
So how did you get started in the entertainment? Let's break it down. Like, what did you grow up listening to?
Oh, grew up listening. Man, my favorite rapper BG. So you know we different on this end. Like all the like new rap shit, the new wave is like it's alright, but like my favorite rapper BG.
And what it is about BG you liked it?
Jeezy.
What it was about BG you liked it?
Just could relate. You get what I'm saying? Like the music, nigga just relate to that shit. You get what I'm saying? We come from that, so that's what more so speak to me. So that's why I like listening to.
Okay. You ain't got to go too deep. Can you let me know what the upbringing, how you was upbringing? Let me know how you was raised.
Shit, in the hood, you know, typical hood shit.
What's typical hood shit? Let me know. We gotta let the people know. We got a legend in the motherfucking building. Don't do me like they want to know, nigga.
Saying like typical hood shit, like you know, nigga come from a wild hood, so you see wild shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, can you name like some wild you see, or you don't want to go too deep into that? Then?
Nah, we ain't getting into that.
Okay, then. So let's bring it back. So now, Jeezy, what it is about Jeezy did you love?
The hustle. You get what I'm saying? Like, nigga come from hustling, like come from nothing. Like my biggest shit is turning nothing into something. So it's kind of like a lot of shit Jeezy talk about. You get what I'm saying? Nigga just experienced that growing up or trying to get to what they at.
And the promotion thing. Like, what did you start going to parties first? Like, how did you get into it? Break it down. Like, you just start going to party. Did you have a friend? Like, break it down. How did you get your little taste into the game?
Not really the promotion. Like, at first, what that shit started was when I was younger, and niggas in high school ain't had shit for us. So we used to do like little house parties and shit. And then we did one house party for my homegirl. It was her birthday in the hood. We did that shit and like motherfucking. We had like people from Lauderdale come to like Deerfield and Pompano for like a little house party, and that shit was like, what the fuck? So I remember when my older sister was in high school, they had like skit parties and shit like that. But our generation, that shit was out of there, cause they were just kicking us out of everywhere. So one day, I'm like, fuck, we're gonna do an early release party. So I had an idea at the time. I don't know if y'all know about Spody, She Gangster.
Yes.
For sure. She was the first person that, like, when I pitched this shit, was kind of like, man, that shit sound weird, but fucking I'ma ride with you. So shout out to Spody, because she jumped in that bitch with a nigga head first. Because, like, to say we're gonna throw a party, early release at 12 o'clock when school get out, even the club one was like, I think the nigga charged me like $700 for the club, because he just knew it was gonna fail. Like, what you talking about renting the club at 12 p.m.? You get what I'm saying? We got like 500-600 kids came.
So you rented the club at 12 p.m.?
Yeah, for nothing.
What made you do that there?
Because I just was tired of never having nowhere to go.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember the first time we did early release, we went to motherfucking Boomers.
Mm-hmm.
Got kicked out that shit. When the Deerfield Beach, they kicked us off that shit. When the Pompano Beach, they kicked us off that shit. So that was kind of like, if I get a building, they can't kick us out this bitch.
Facts.
So that's how that shit like played out.
Mm-hmm. So that was your first little test, of the little thing. So what was your next thing?
That was for sure my first event, like first party, like where I charged the niggas.
Oh, you
like,
charged too?
we charged to getting like girls $5, guys $10 or some shit.
Oh, so, and how old you was at that time?
I was in high school. I think I was like,
You was in high school too? Hustling mentality like that though?
yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Niggas was
man.
out here at a young age though, so that shit different.
Okay. So Dan, throwing that party, y'all charged. Y'all done made some money.
Yeah.
Were you excited?
I forgot what we made though too.
We ain't gotta even say all that there, but were we excited about what we made though?
Nah.
No.
Cause like I said, I was already out here at a young age. That shit, like the money wasn't really that. It's like it just showed me another route. Like, damn, we could get money this way. So that was really it.
So you could say that opened your eyes, like it's different ways to get money out here.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I ain't see what I was then, but like it's a few people that seen that I was gonna be me now back then. Even like, you know, niggas that holler at me and like, well, like, bro, you just need to do another one. Just keep it going. Dude. I'm like, man, fuck this shit. Like, sometimes I used to be like, cause it wasn't like the bread a nigga used to seeing. You know what I'm saying? But it was like straight, like, okay, you got paid to party, but back then I wasn't really on partying, so I never really gave a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, damn, when I want to vibe, cause all my homeboys older, like people in my own generation, we ain't got nowhere to go. It was just something that was a void I was missing from my neighborhood. Like Pompano, Deerfield, there's no kid clubs, there's no kid nothing.
Mm-hmm. And that's where you, for the people that don't know, that's where you raised. Where you raised?
Pompano, Deerfield.
Okay, then. So now you done got your little piece of what's next. So what the crew say, man? Try something else.
At the time, wasn't really no crew. It was funny because, like, my homies now, like my older homies, when I was doing that shit, it was like funny. Like nigga was like, "Oh, bro, your other hustle done slowed down. Nigga throwing a party. You want to throw a party? Fuck, you want to throw a party for?
No.
This weed. It was funny though. Like it's funny now because like nigga like.
So nobody ain't really because everybody was into that other type of money.
I ain't gonna say no one ain't believing me because
not believe, but everybody was into that fast money.
Yeah, for sure. So it's like, I don't know, it was kind of looked down upon at the time because I was the only one doing it. Like, especially from around my way, like, all the promoting and club shit, bro, happened in Lauderdale.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing was happening all the way. Like, I don't think Trop was even there because I did the first party at the Trop, but it was called Callaway at the time when I rented it out. So
Okay. So you the first person to let's do something at the Trop, too.
Rocky was, but Rocky my older cousin. He the first one to do shit at Trop. He brought Trop out. I'm motherfucking on that kiss I told you it was called Callaway. It wasn't even called Trop then.
Okay. So now you doing your thing. So what's going on? You definitely by yourself, like you say, doing your thing.
Yeah. So like now, more so concerts. Yeah,
you ain't go to the clubs?
Yeah. I got the office and shit like.
No, I'm talking about like you
talking about like
we still way back right now.
Oh yeah, you still back.
Yeah, we still back there. Yeah. So you feel me? Remember, you done throw the party.
Yeah, I did that shit out of high school. So then I bumped into this is like when I'm still like wilding and maneuvering in my other life. So with that like nigga being like out late night and shit, nigga had nowhere to go. Cause everything Pompano Deerfield closed at 2. So I bumped into my dog who owned 525. I bumped into him and I was like, damn, we should go to 525 when it was like a swingers club. So it had like beds and whips and chain like, but you could just go catch you a drink, you feel me? No, the shit was crazy. It was bring your own bottle. So nigga could buy a bottle, bring it in there, drink as you please. They put your name on the label. You could go in and out the door cause it's a membership. So they ain't charging me. It's just a way to keep up to stay up to do your thing. You feel me? So once I peeped that shit, I'm like, damn, bro, I know a lot of motherfucking hustlers. Like, man, I thought I could make people come to this shit. And he's like, what you mean? I'm not like, I could make people come to this shit, like, a whole bunch of people. So it started like that. And that was still when I was in high school.
In high school? Mm-hmm. Bringing people in the ground clubs?
Yeah.
So you ain't hang with people in your age, basically, you say?
Not at all.
Why was that? You ain't hang with people your age. What gravitated to the guys older than you?
Shit just played out nigga life where I was forced to be a man ahead of my time. So, like the older homies like just embraced me. I was probably like one of the fewest kids embraced by older people. Like I went to Club Boca. I went to like certain shit that like people my age group never got to experience. I experienced it. As far as especially from the fast water shit, like shit that people just like Boca era when it was really Club Boca, people my age didn't experience it. Cause when I was in high school, I was going to like ladies' night, like happy birthday my nigga Aaron, man. They was niggas that did Club Boca back in the day. Like now they on the beach, they on South Beach and shit. But I went to them boys' parties when I was like 15, 16 years old. So that shit was like different. Like the older homies would be like, bruh, walk up to the door and turn around and put your hands up, act like you did this shit before. They gonna just let you in. So that's how that shit was.
So you say you was at the office with it?
I'm at the office now.
No, at that time, what club you said when you was in high school? You was
525.
525. So
and
now
it was an after hour, so it opened from 2 to 8. So it was perfect for our area because everything had to close the latest.
But how you lock that in though, being so young though, like doing the grown nigga shit?
Man,
like how you even got the club owners to believe in you first of all?
Cause I used to always come in there and spend money in there as like a young nigga, but I used to go to Sin City too, so I already had like a little name as a young, like you get what I'm saying, like a jit really. You feel me? I'm like 16. I used to go to Sin City, like I used to go to my school like with leftover ones and throw that shit in the cafeteria type shit. Like I was wilding.
Okay,
so
then.
When that shit played out and I started coming, there's like a couple of dancers like Pete. I walked in there was like, oh, I be here, and they telling the owner like, the fuck is this nigga like? And then it's like, then he found a nigga age, but it was like bad, like you know what I'm saying? Like he was like, damn, but the nigga like you doing your thing, so he really wasn't knocking me coming. So wherever I came and like vouched for, you get what I'm saying? He kind of like let it escape. But I was like the only person that wasn't supposed to be that I was there, but I was working there. You get what I'm saying?
So you had the whole crowd come going over there.
Day too. That's really what got me into Miami, even bumping paths with people in Miami. The first person I bumped paths with was G Money. You get what I'm saying? Like he run the office. That's like the GM of the office. So he the first one to actually like from day notice a nigga and like, okay, bitch, I fuck with this shit. Cause me and him later on end up linking the like run to start some other clubs like twice. That shit happened when me and him just crossed paths, and you know that been a nigga big brother ever since. Like that nigga just took a nigga in like unlimited, like with his resources. When they come to me, like anything I want, anything I'm trying to do, he gon' back, win, lose or draw. Same nigga. Like shout out to G Money, that nigga 1000.
And so, okay, so you said that's what the club that got your name now. Like, so how did you start dealing with the artists though? What was your first artist, if you remember?
My first artist I ever did was Meek Mills. I remember like it was yesterday. The artist shit was really, it's a dude, I call him my uncle, a dude named George. He owned 54, but he also owned Atrim. I don't know if y'all remember Atrim back in the day where Teddy Bear and boys was at. So like, at the time when I guess Teddy Bear was on break, or like, you know, them boys old school, they boys big cats, they already done, you know, they ran the sack up and they probably was just cooling it, so it was just avoiding that shit too, which shows me and done and shit. At the time I don't think Iguanas was doing anything. But like I just got a problem. Like I always want to do more. Like even when I was like doing 525, I like try to do 2 clubs at the same time. Or like I remember I opened up 525 since it closed at 2. I mean opened at 2 a.m. for adults. I think I opened the club up like after big football games like Deerfield and Ely and Dillard. I open that shit up to kids. Like I empty that shit out. You get what I'm saying? Because kids club got closed by 2. So I'm like, damn, I could make money before and after. So I was doing it like that. Like, so that's how that artist shit came about. I used to ask hella people like, man, let's do a show. I want to do a show. And niggas look at me like, oh, crazy. Like, shit, what the fuck you mean you gonna do a show? Like, man, I want to bring somebody.
Mm-hmm. Why did you always want to bring somebody? What gave you that itch?
Like, I felt like I mastered at the time. I had 525 pack 3-4 days out the week.
3-4 days out the week?
I had
So
started.
you damn news running 525.
No, I was. So I had that shit like that. I was doing other shits in other clubs. Like, I was doing 2 parties a night on weekends and shit. I was doing a fight night at 303. I was helping with fight night at King of Diamonds with Nivy. I was just doing hella shit. And it was like, man, I'm just doing all this shit, but I ain't do no show. I ain't put it under my belt yet. So it was kind of like, nigga, I had to put that shit under my belt.
So you felt like you had something to prove.
For sure. I feel like that now. Like, even with all the success and the shit, like, me just, like, doing shit state, like, I do shit in other states. My birthday is a tour. You get what I'm saying? Like, I get paid, I don't touch no mic, and it's different. You get what I'm saying? But, like, even with all that shit going on, I still don't feel successful. Like, I don't know how to explain that shit. Like, when I tell people that shit, they be like, bro, you gotta be thankful. I'm like, not saying I ain't thankful, but nigga, I just want more. You get what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna stop till I get more. You get what I'm saying? Like,
So now after Meek Mill, who was your second?
Future.
But
see, like, when I say this shit, like, I done been other shows. My name done been on stuff, but those shit that I didn't physically invest in.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? When I'm talking about these shows, is like, these my shows. Like, I invested. Like, I put my money up. So
what you just said? What the first thing again? Like, what different shows? Like, what?
Yeah, because there's a lot of people that do shows or they name on stuff, but they not an investor. You're a promoter. Like, a lot of people have investors. Like, okay, boom, you invest. Like me, I go in with my dog.
Okay,
but
yeah.
I'm not gonna let my dog put all his cheese up, and it be like,
If
that shit go left,
like we all went left. Yeah, we all feel it.
Yeah, we all feeling this shit together. Cause like it's kind of why I don't like doing certain shit now, because it's work that come in with. People think you just open doors and people show up at a club. Like, it's work to get people to get to that location. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's work to even set up the club, to have it organized for when people enter. You get what I'm saying? You could cater to them. They like, you get what I'm saying? Like, nigga pay you bread for a section or something like that. Like, you just want to accommodate them, and it's a lot of work that take to get there. Cause think about it, a lot of clubs is just empty buildings. Mm-hmm. You got to put the tables, the couches, organize it, make seating charts. You got to get the staff that's gonna work and accommodate your people, cause everything reflect you. Like, you might have a waitress that's having a fucked up day, and she feel like, bitch, I ain't serving a nigga how they want. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't checking on the person. Ain't no one for to go sit and talk shit or say nothing about the waitress. They for to scream at the promoter. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that was another lesson I had to learn too on what I put my name on, because sometimes I ain't noticed how big my name was until when something went wrong. Then when it went wrong, it's like, but bitch, I ain't even motherfucking do nothing like that. You get what I'm saying? And they be like, nah, boy, it's IB. So everybody be on my back, and I ain't even really the problem. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or it ain't really me. Like, a nigga just paid me to be here. You get what I'm saying? That don't got shit to do with me. You get what I'm saying?
And how you deal, like, when you throwing like a big event, you know, you done handle your business, pay your dues, but maybe security charging a little extra, or woo-de-woo. Like, how you deal when shit like out your hand and you hearing people paying extra, you know, to get in or something after you done paid for your VIP ticket? You ever had some situation before?
Yeah, but like, the older I got and the more I dealt with that shit, it's like a lot of shit that's out your control. But you could put a cap on that shit, kind of. You get what I'm saying? Like, the more and more so you doing events, you meet security that's more thorough. You get what I'm saying? Like, no security that personally work for me or do shit for me ever has a problem or feels the need to hustle, because I look out for my people. You get what I'm saying?
No, so when you throw your event, you like to have your own security, or you like to even have their own, you know, how some event?
Yeah, I hire my own security, but like, my security more so based on the safety of my money and my staff. You get what I'm saying? Like, every time I do an event, like, I got assistant, no matter where she go. She got 2 armed securities and an armed vehicle that move around with just her. Not even me. Like, this is just her. You get what I'm saying? So she not lacking. You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
2 people say at the door, she get dressed type shit, walk her to the car everywhere she go. Like, she want to go get food no matter where she go. She got 2 people at her disposal arm at all time.
And did you know though, Big King, that it would have been this big to this level you doing it on, where you bringing people in?
Not really, because I never looked at this shit like me becoming this. Like, even this right now, this like my first interview. Like, I gotta apologize to hell of people about this interview, because this shit like kind of
But
spurred.
it's the Tippie Toe podcast. You know,
yeah, no.
This where you had to do your
no, I'm saying though, but like for sure. But I got like, it's people like a lot of people actually do interviews. I kind of like buck that shit, because like nigga be busy, and then like I ain't really feel like I was gonna be like, now it's to a point where you gotta do these shits. Like, I gotta go and do all the interviews, because everybody want to know like my story or my what's the name. Like, I'm tired of it. Like,
now,
people control
on
my.
YouTube, though, like, you gotta bring. I'm like, damn, I gotta bring I Be the King. That's crazy.
Yeah, that shit be like people, because no one really know. Like, they just see me. Nobody don't really know me. Like, in the generation this shit we in, and especially like now that I'm really taking entertainment shit serious, is like you got like people want to buy into your life. They want to like know you, what you got going on. And I feel like if I'm for to do this shit like music wise with Kazi, and then, you know, being part of Dollars and Deals and shit, like if I'm gonna be the face of that, then I gotta put my face out there. I can't be a mystery too long, because that's gonna make people try to control my narrative, and I don't like that shit, because they already be motherfucking doing it. Like, everybody trying to figure nigga out, and when they figure they can't, then they throw whatever in the air, and because I don't reply to it, people go to believe in at feeling like that's true and shit. That should be like fucking with what I got going on.
And what about your relationship? Like, I see a couple years ago, you used to be with Kodak. What was your relationship with your Kodak? What did you play in that situation?
Well, Kodak my little cousin, so. But a lot of people don't know that though. Like,
oh, that's your little cousin?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I ain't know that.
Yeah, a lot of people, because I ain't like, man.
Why don't you broadcast? That's my cousin. Yeah, my cousin. Yeah, my cousin.
For what though?
No, I ain't saying. I'm just.
No, I'm just saying like that's like it. Like, for what? You get what I'm saying? Like, I got my own name. I built myself before Kodak became to be who he was. You get what I'm saying? We on 2 separate paths. You get what I'm saying? He do music, I do concerts. Like, I did all Kodak big concerts, like all way. You get what I'm saying?
Like, you did them. What you mean by that?
I paid him like it was business. I treat him like an artist. He treat me like a promoter. I don't be like, no, this is my little cousin.
You ain't getting no cuz discount? Or you ain't asked for no cuz discount?
I paid him what he wanted. Like, it's video footage of me paying him what he wanted. Back then, you get what I'm saying? Before, like, Weatherman with him and Gotti type shit, like, I came through and cut that. Like, 100. Like, like, I came through and cut that. So it's like, it's, but I believed in him like that. Like, I felt like I knew he was gonna be that before he knew. Like, that's why I paid him. I ain't asked for no discount, because I know what time it was with him. You get what I'm saying? Like, I've been seeing him get 6 figures a show. That's why I ain't mind coming to bring 6 figures to him back then. You get what I'm saying? But that's my little cousin. I got love for my little cousin. So, you know, that's just how it is. I ain't advertising, because what's understood don't need to be explained. Like, me and him know our relationship. Like, I ain't like, it's a lot of people around him that clout chase and shit like that, trying to build something off his name. Like, you wouldn't know that shit until you see me and him in the room, and you see the way we embrace each other and this, that. You like, damn, I ain't know this nigga that close to Yak. Like, what the fuck? I just don't do a lot of the shit that the other niggas that's trying to get around him do. You know what I'm saying? That's my little cousin, and he know that. He know how we rocking, so.
Damn right. And what about the artists? Since you be all over doing your thing, do our rappers hit you up, say, yo, put me, when I'm in the city, put me down with, cause you know you the plug.
Yeah, but like, see, I don't get into his shit like that. Like, I more so like him being my little cousin. You get what I'm saying? I don't more so try to get involved in shit. Like, I never hate on him for a play. People call me all the time, like, I'm trying to book Kodak, I got such and such. I start laughing like, yo, Jit ain't taking that, but I throw it to him. I call him and be like, hey, yo, cuz, somebody holler at me trying to get you woot, like, and he'll be like, man, cuz, I ain't going for that. Shit, I'm gonna be over there. Man, tell him send a deposit to such and such. And then, you know, that's how we rock. But other than that, you feel me? I never knock him from a play like shit. The first show he got, when he came in Tampa Super Bowl, I did that with 2 of my partners, so.
And how it was for people that don't know.
What?
How it was a good turnout?
Hell yeah, they started a motherfucking riot though. They broke the glass and all that shit trying to go see that boy. So
damn. How you deal with that though when you got a pack ass party, but the crowd don't know how to act? Maybe because there's so much people.
I don't really be having them problems though.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I think it's more so built off like respect. I know who I'm attacking, like what marketing people I'm attacking, and then I also move accordingly staffing wise. Like I just did ESTG at a club that's at Lounge 84, which was an old crew. It's not as big as Atrium, like you get what I'm saying. It could hold like 900,000 people, but I put 20 security in that motherfucker. I get 6 police. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, that's good.
Because I know ESTG street nigga, so you gonna attract street niggas. You get what I'm saying? Niggas get on yak. It's a lot of shit going on in the streets. Like nigga, street nigga first and foremost. So nigga ear to the streets. Nigga be knowing what's going on. So I know what market I attack, what demographic I'm trying to get in the building and shit. So I know what come with it. So I prepare properly for that shit.
Mm-hmm. And since you're a veteran at this promoter stuff, for other upcoming promoters, what can you tell them about taking losses, though?
Shit, losses come in the game. You gotta like eat that shit and keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like I done did some shows where it's ridiculously packed, but the budget for the artist just shit ain't play out. You get what I'm saying? And you would never know. You get what I'm saying? Because the same way I act when I win is the same way I act when I lose. Bitch, I'm on to the next thing. You get what I'm saying? There's nothing I can do about it right now. You get what I'm saying? Like I got partners, niggas I fuck with solid, like more so not based off how much money we made together, but how much money we lost together. You could still act the same. You get what I'm saying? We still move the same. We ain't look at each other funny or feeling some kind of way because it's like, shit, bitch, if we could lose money together, you could still be my nigga, then we for sure could do whatever us together. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. But how you make the motion though, dog? Like throwing all these events. What about now? Is the team strong now?
For sure, the team strong, man.
Cause I know ain't no way you and 2-3 people getting the clubs packed.
Yeah, it is. I do events in Orlando. It be me and Mello or me and Trap. It's 2 niggas. You get what I'm saying? I bring my city up there. He do what he do for his city. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Shit be swole. I do events in Atlanta. Be me and D Money or me and PB. It'll be me and Mr. Ruggs. You get what I'm saying? I did an event with Tim Boss. Me and him and another person be 3 niggas. You get what I'm saying?
When was your first time taking a chance throwing a party overseas?
Overseas was Bahamas with Devin.
Devin, like, let's talk about it. Your first party, like, who idea was it though?
Devin hollered at me one time because one time I did Kodak in Orlando and everybody shifted to Orlando. Like all the tables were bought by niggas from Broward. So Devin the first one that seen people following me like that and was like, man, boy, I think you on to something. And I was like, what you talking about? When he talking to me, it sounded so foreign. Like, it kind of sounded like when, I'll tell you earlier when I started doing parties and the nigga probably looked at me like, felt like I was crazy. Like, why the fuck I'm doing that? Mm-hmm. So, when Devin hollered at a nigga and was like, okay, what's good? I think if you could make people drive 3 hours to Orlando for a party, why they can't get on a flight for 45 minutes to go to an island? And he made it make sense for me. Like, he started like beating that shit in my head, and I was like, man, fuck it, I'll try that shit. And then that's how that shit just started, bro.
What was going through your head though? Like, but he was like, I'm thinking. You know when somebody tell you an idea, well, you like, I'm gonna think about it.
Nah, cause there's certain people like.
Oh, it hit from the gate when he came at you.
Devin is like a nigga I done did like business with before, so it's like when he came and holler at me, like if you a nigga I fuck with outside that club shit, and you come holler at me like on some club shit, or you got an idea, nigga, I try anything with any nigga I fuck with. Like, bitch, if you believe in some shit, cause I was at a point where niggas ain't believe what the fuck I was talking about. So if you believe in some shit, I'm willing to try it with you. Like,
facts,
you get what I'm saying?
And so let's know how the turnout was.
That shit was good. We had like, I think like 200 some people came to Bahamas. Like the first hotel we had, I think we only told them we needed 50 rooms, and the room sold out so fast. And that's when I was like, oh shit, bitch, I gotta push this shit a little more. You know what I'm saying? Cause Devin like, yeah, we sold out. Cause I called him, I'm like, man, I got like 2 or 3 girls in groups trying to just get a couple rooms, and he was like, bro, we gotta call another hotel. I'm like, what the fuck? And then it was like, damn, we needed transportation for the people. So we had like jitneys at first, and then like we had to call back and be like, nah, we need buses. So it turned from a couple vans to, yeah, we still need these vans just in case, but nigga, we had to get 3 buses. That's when I knew that shit was real. You get what I'm saying?
Damn.
But that's really one of the shit that let a nigga see a nigga was really wavy though. Like a nigga really dictating a wave type shit. So that's one of the first shits that let me really see that shit though.
And let us know, did you ever get an artist for walkthroughs? Just like no performance, just
Strip clubs.
Are you nervous when you book an artist just for walkthrough, no performance? Like versus like the club being packed?
Oh nah, I never did no fugazi shit like that. Like all my shit be shows. I had contracts for all my dealings. You get what I'm saying?
So why you call it for days? So if I book like Jeezy just for a walkthrough,
cause niggas book walkthroughs and try to portray shows.
Or it can't just be just a walkthrough?
You're not even allowed to put certain shit on flyers when it's walkthroughs. Like your wording, all kind of shit be like different. But a lot of that shit be political on an artist. I had went through some shit like that, like with an artist before. Like he not trying to violate a contract, so he can't send me a contract. But he can't send me a contract saying he's performing, right? But like this is some shit we agreed upon. I'm paying you over your walkthrough price. We done went through this shit. Obviously it's mutual parties, but you know we street. So you know some artists claim to be this and that, but they really be like they management or something like that. That's really was like that streetwise. You feel me? So me and that person that had a conversation, I never even taught artists. I'm gonna fuck with the nigga that's like me, that's like my kind, cause he understand what the fuck we coming from. You know what I'm saying?
Is it better to go through managers sometimes versus going through the artist?
It all depend on the situation. You have a lot of artists that dictate their situation. Like their management is just, they got so far, they so hot. Their management kind of just there to provide what they want, make sure front and back is collected. They not really dictating the show, but it's some artists that they not moving without their manager. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a few of them like that. Like I just did ESTG last week. G's like, okay, he make his own decisions, but his relationship with Reek is so good. You get what I'm saying? Like G, like when he pull up, man, where Reek at? You get what I'm saying? A nigga come get in the back end, he be like, okay, call Reek for me. You get what I'm saying? Like you could tell that them boys is like a tight knit. 1, 2, nigga, not even if one is moving while the other one's not there, they both on the same page. You get what I'm saying? A lot of that shit don't be like that.
Now when it comes to the artists, do you bring artists to the city with just with one song, or it got to be a catalog?
Nah, really, man. It's nigga whoever the city want to see. You get what I'm saying? Like that's how I used to do that shit. Like,
how you decide who? Like, let me know. Like, how you decide who the city want to see?
Some of that shit be strategic. I might wake up one day, be feeling myself, and post who the fuck y'all want to see. And nigga gonna go to the bank, drop the deposit, send a wire. That nigga on his way. Like, like this year is probably the most shows I ever did in my life.
How much shows you did this year?
I have no idea, but like if I go to name me the names.
Let's name them. Tippie Toe Podcast, we're here. Let's name them.
Well, I did
what you can remember, basically.
I did G twice. I did Future twice. I did Kodak 3 times. I did Migos once.
This year?
Yeah, I did Jay-Z once.
Jay-Z?
I'm not Jay-Z. I'm Jeezy.
I almost passed that.
Nah, I wish I did that nigga.
Nigga.
I did Jeezy once. I did motherfucking Young and Ace twice. Who else I did?
That's a lot. That's a lot already, dog.
Nah, that ain't enough.
Sound like some people, that's like a 7 years.
Nah, hell nah.
I'm just letting you know some people category. That's a 7 years right there just to get that.
I did Dirk twice.
Lil Durk.
I did Lil Baby twice.
Lil Baby.
Oh
man. This year.
What else I did? Yeah, just this year. Cause I did Super Bowl in Tampa. I did City Girls, Jeezy, Dirk, Kodak, Lil Baby. I did 42 Duck this year too. I did I Swear Viso.
You what you brought?
I did Ross.
You did Ross
at the office.
How long you need when you promoting these events? How long, what's the quickest you ever did an event?
I just did G in 10 days.
10 days.
I just did G in 10 days.
How you feel? Like, you ain't got to give all your game away, to the viewers. How you feel? Long promotion, short promotion?
Depends on the situation. It depends on the scenario. Like, for real. Like, me, I confidently feel like in 2 weeks, I got the right artist I could pack. In a week, I done stunned it in a week and did shit. Like niggas all tell me I'm crazy. Like, damn, when I should do shit with Spody, she's all be like, man, you crazy. You finna just do something. Man, fuck it. Sometimes you gotta drop your nuts. You feel me? Sometimes you gotta let your shit hang. I be doing that, though. I be catching myself doing that. Oh, I did No Cap with Grandma Baby, then. Grandma Baby and Stunning. For sure, them boys doing their thing.
Do you feel like, you remember how Teddy Bear and them was doing it? Do you feel like I ain't gonna lie, I don't think they was doing it like that much parties back to back?
Them boys did their thing. You know what I'm saying? Not like back to back. Like, time is just different, bruh. So I can't even put it like.
You think it's like basketball, just everybody shooting threes? You just like the new 3-pointer in the league now, just.
Nah, not because a lot of my moves be strategic, but like, I just seen, like, I just started expanding. Like, Teddy Boy and boys dominated Broward. You get what I'm saying? Like, we just different. You get what I'm saying? Them boys had the deadline lock, and that's what they was doing. You get what I'm saying? I don't think Teddy really ventured or thought about, you get what I'm saying? Because there was so much money right here. You get what I'm saying? So he ain't really had no need. You get what I'm saying? Well, what I'm trying to do, like, with myself is just different. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I Be the King, like, in itself had just became a brand. Like, it just grew so much. Like, to me, it feel like overnight, like I have no choice. You get what I'm saying? Like, the shoulders and people I'm brushing with, like, that we on podcast, grab my phone right now, I could call Tim Boss, I could call these niggas that's at the top tier of this promotion shit, like.
And knowing you could call all these people, how you deal with the artists that you know, man, dog, man, put what's the name on them? I'm trying to get a song.
I can't do that. Kamikaze my artist, so that's what I'm worried about. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's where my focus going. I won't stop nobody from doing whatever, hear nobody out. Like, if I could help you do whatever you doing without straying away from what I gotta do for her, then by all means, like, I help and look out, like, for whoever, motherfucking, I got Lou Baby. Why y'all grab that for me? Like, Lou Baby, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? You got YC, Lil Heem, that's my little brother, you know what I'm saying? Shimmy. Like, it's a lot of artists and shit niggas fuck with, you know what I'm saying? Like, and support 1000. Every time Heem drops some shit, if I can't make it to the video, I tell them, like, we got an old, cause New Era, like, I started doing, like, big parties with New Era, like, when they first jumped off. So, like, Val, Bert, Herb, Cheese, they're my little niggas, like, my little brothers for life. So whatever they doing, it don't mean got nothing to do with, like, financially. You know what I'm saying? It got nothing to do with we made hella cheese together. It got all to do with them my niggas. So whatever they got going on, I'm for the backup type shit. So it's like anything with him, anytime he drops a video, whatever like that, bro, I get mad at them boy when they don't send it to me.
So
bro, I ain't too like, yeah. That's my little brother.
Let
like,
him know who you talking about right now.
Oh, FCG Heem.
Mm-hmm. So I heard he's about to go on tour. Is that true?
Yeah, he going on tour with Tootsie.
Are you shocked, or you? They say nothing to the crew. Are you shocked
nah,
with
like,
everything that's going with him right now? Or this ain't nothing?
All that shit is expected. Like, nigga put in work for this shit. Like, that shit ain't come overnight. It's a lot of behind the scenes work that them niggas is doing. You get what I'm saying? Like, them niggas is one of the hardest working group of niggas. I always tell my brother, like, Val, and I be like, bro, I'm jealous of this nigga in a way, cause it's like, nigga, you got like a real team, like a real crew, like y'all really came up together from high school and all that shit and made it the way y'all at. Like me, I like, man, all my niggas, like, people that raised me really dead in jail for real. So it's kind of like I ain't got that day one support. You know what I'm saying? So they like my little brother. So whatever I do, they support me. I support them. So that shit is like the little brothers I never had. You know what I'm saying? So the love always there. Like, you know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with any money. Like, I could never get $1 with them ever. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's still gonna be like that.
So are you shocked, like, just like how fast You just moving, doing your thing, or you like you said, you getting used to it?
I mean, nigga always used to, adversity, so pressure not really the thing, so I always could motherfucking like say I'm used to, not I'm used to it, but I just could handle it though. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't used to that. I just could handle it. Like I don't feel like it's nothing I can't handle. So it's like I just adapt and adjust to the situation as it come. But like I ain't shocked.
Okay.
Once I like accepted it for what it was, like when I was motherfucking like starting to promote, I always like when people was like, bro, you big, bro, you around such and such. Man, I seen you on such and such story. Or this person uploaded you. Like Nicki Minaj had uploaded nigga shit one time.
Who, Nicki Minaj?
Yeah, when I did Super Bowl 2 years ago in Miami, I had did an event with her, and like I remember I went to go pay her back in, and she was like, what's your Instagram? I'm like, what the fuck, yeah, Instagram? And then like, she like typed the nigga shit and tag nigga, and like that's the first time I seen like a wave, like that little fan club shit, like the Barbs is motherfucking real, like they ass came through a nigga shit like 100 times, like 200-300 times, like I'm talking about every day. I'm like, bro, after the post delete off a story, they ass still coming, like she upload that shit again, and that shit just went worse. You know what I'm saying? So
what the Barbs is talking about?
What them motherfuckers talking about? Some of that shit outside from what I'm used to. So I just like let that shit keep going. But like,
and you ain't got to answer. Is I Be the King single or he taken?
Huh?
Are you single or you taken?
I got a situation.
Okay then. So since you got a situation, so you just how you deal with it though? Even though you got a situation, how you deal with it? Cause
it ain't really for me to deal with, it's for her to deal with.
No, that's it.
It ain't really that shit like a nigga putting down, but like it's really for her to deal with. Like I understand like who I am to deal with somebody. Like it gotta be a strong female type of shit because so much happen. That shit be like on the fly. That shit be like on the fly, like, and bitches weird, like some weird ass shit be happening to a nigga, like people just run up on you like it's some weird ass shit, but cause who you is, you can't react how like you would want to react. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like that shit be like some shit be happening to me, like a girl might pull you in some kind of way that's aggressive, but like the street me, man, put side hold up. But I be the king, I be like, okay, baby, like you gotta like brush it off. You feel me? You can't be like, it's like you gotta be in the middle. You can't be too like aggressive and bougie, and snobby, and you can't be too nice. It's like you gotta find your little middle. You feel me? Sometimes the middle get nigga in trouble though. That shit be like. Sometimes like it's just like you a nigga and you ain't got no motherfucking understanding for certain shit. Like your bitch do some shit out of pocket, you be like, man, nigga, you ain't got no tolerance for that. Like it's certain shit you can't explain to somebody that's not doing what you doing. You get what I'm saying? And be like, hey, bruh, this is why. Bitch ain't trying to hear that. Just like I don't be trying to hear that.
Facts. So who you ain't bring yet? You want to bring to the city?
Drake.
Drake. Did you ever check on a Drake price?
I shot like a pitch like 2 times. But that's when I got to realize like it's real levels to this shit. It's real like.
So you bought that live?
What, Drake?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dang. What would you bring Drake though?
What you mean? That shit gotta go in arena.
Arena?
Yeah, that shit gotta go AAA. And I went to a Drake show before, so I know I seen like. And this one I know was a problem for me with me and like feeling like success. Like all the shows I do now, like everything I see me do now, everyone like, damn, that show's so swole lit. All that shit is cute. Nigga, until I like do some arena shit, that shit sold out. A Ticketmaster sending that direct deposit, I don't feel like I did too much of nothing. You get what I'm saying? So like all this shit is a stepping stone. Like everybody feel like I'm on level 100. Like I'm on the 100th step, and I feel like I'm on like level 3. You feel me? But that's like my own of myself, like my own keep myself hungry type mentality type shit.
Damn it, dog! You just don't play with it though. So like, like, what about now? Like, what about your fly guys? How important it is to have graphic designers and all that? There, let me know who your go to DJ after. Who your graphic designer guy to you go with?
Boss Progress, Ghost Designs, like them my go to designers. DJ, my go to DJ is Fade, but I got a lot of DJs I work with. It all depend on like market. You get what I'm saying? Market, genre, who I'm bringing, what audience I'm targeting. Like, I'm doing a party, younger, I'm for sure calling it Fresh, Fetty Feed, Jazzy Jeff. Strip club, I'm for sure calling it Fade, DJ Meat, DJ Guap, DJ PT. Like, it's certain, and depending on area too, if I'm in Dade, I'm for sure Meat, Guap, PT, Shawty T. Like, that's the niggas I'm calling. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like strategic. Like, niggas be feeling like like my success ain't just based off me. Like, yeah, I got the plan, I put the plan together, but when a nigga playing chess, is all kind of pieces on the board. You get what I'm saying? So
now.
It's for sure not just me. Like, I got like my assistant, she my right hand, and she control and dictate a lot of shit. You get what I'm saying? Because she gonna stand in the paint with a nigga. Shit I ain't too tough on, she gonna be tough on. Like, you get what I'm saying? I might see a group of girls that's arguing about the price, and I might be like, man, just take y'all ass inside so she can get back to the money. Mm-hmm. She like, man, hell nah, 50 a piece. Like, she on their ass. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to get that shit
out the way.
So she'll tell me, like, nigga, take your ass inside.
Let me do my job.
Mm-hmm. Like, you feel me? That's what you pay a nigga to do? I should, like, pull me, like, hey, that's what you pay me to do? Take your ass inside. And, like, nigga, I'm the boss. I'm cutting the check, but shit.
Take my ass inside.
So I'm going to go inside. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let you do your thing.
And so, how hard it is when you ever step out and 2-3 people you know like, damn, down.
200-300.
King, let me get it down, King.
Yeah. I just negotiated by how, like, I just play it how it go. Sometimes we could do something for you. Could save some of the people some of the time. You can't save all the people all the time. So it's like, but if I see something, like, I done had like one of my close dogs pull me to the side like 2-3 weeks ago and said, like, I seen him and like kept it moving. I'm like, bruh. So one day I took him with me, like, to show him, like,
how fast
when we out, how much people pull, how much, like, and this what we went out was like in the A and in Orlando, and the nigga was like, damn, bruh, man, you did this shit away from Broward. Like, what the fuck you doing in Broward? And I'm like, exactly. You get what I'm saying? People see me somewhere and they automatically think I'm involved. You get what I'm saying? Like, that shit happened to me live on Sunday. Like, shout out to Mike Gardner, them, my big homie, them boys be having me at live and shit. So I go to live to go vibe. Like, I have nothing to do. Live been going on before I started promoting. But as soon as I hit the lobby and I'm about to go through the line, the world is calling the lobby. If someone see me, like, oh, like, my little party of 5 turned to a party of 15 to 17 by the time I get to the rope. Now once I get to the rope and I'm waiting for them to come grab me, 17 turned to 22. Then I turn when I'm walking in, it's 30. Like,
you done seen that happen.
That shit happen to nigga all the time.
How I feel, even though you're not a rapper, they treat you like a rapper.
That shit still taking getting used to. Because, like, being street, when people walking up fast on you to embrace you, walking up fast on you, the first thing you thinking is like, they're trying to do something to me. So nigga, like, reaction is different. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, they put you at a fast pace. You gotta kind of feel people out as they come in, tell you type. I don't know, it's weird. You just gotta kind of go with the vibe and be on point as much as you can. You get what I'm saying? But like, that shit still be weird. Like, people walking up to me asking me to take pictures and shit, are like, girls shot a nigga out and writing shit on the nigga shit.
You remember your first picture when they wanted the first person that wanted to take a picture?
Yeah, I was with my I was at a gas station with my ex at the time, in Pompano. This is like when I was doing shows, but there was a certain situation happened where I had to be on the news. With Migos, I booked Migos and they got shot at or some shit at Iguanas. But
was you that booked Migos?
Yeah.
When they got, you were.
They wasn't supposed to be motherfucking at Iguanas. You know what I'm saying? They was kicking it with Dwayne Bowe and the football niggas and end up going to Iguanas. You know what I'm saying? But like, I never, at this time, I ain't have a relationship with Migos. My homie Twan, like my big homie Twan, motherfucker, was around them niggas, the QC niggas. So I knew, like, P them. You know what I'm saying? Like, P and like Yeah, that's why I met P, because before Offset even got out of jail, this when Migos was a duo. They came to 54. I knew Rel, which is Migos' manager, and I knew P. And Twan introduced me to them, so shout out to Twan, you get what I'm saying? So like when I was motherfucking fucking with my homie Twan was on his way because the show's the next day. He like, man, he was in the A. He said, man, them niggas already down there. They with the nigga Dwayne Bowe. So they went to the club with Dwayne Bowe and the football niggas, and I don't know what the fuck happened. I just know the boy got shot at. Boom. I seen that shit make the news. But I was like, see, at this time when I was promoting, I wasn't all club. Like, I was still 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So I was hot. Like, what the fuck them niggas doing? And I was so mad. So I called my homie Twan. I'm like, man, what the fuck them niggas at? Like, he passed us in. So I'm calling my homies from the hood like, bitch, we finna go figure this shit out. I don't think them niggas finna go think they finna just buck. Nigga got a show tomorrow. Them niggas supposed to be out here. It look like a crazy little situation.
Oh, so you still worrying about your show?
Hell, fuck yeah. What you mean? I paid them to come down here. I ain't tell them to go nowhere. They went out on their own. So whatever happened, y'all gotta handle that shit and then come for the reason y'all down here. You know what I'm saying? So when I hit up Twan had merged me. I talked to P, and P was like, man, that shit so crazy. One of our people got hit. I really want them to just fly back. Like I already booked the jet. Like they coming back. Like they going straight to the shit. I'm like, man, you got me fucked up. And like it was a little discrepancy and shit. But P was like, bruh, I'm gonna make that shit up. Which is why like I ain't speak to P like after that situation. Like we ain't really talk. Like we been in the same areas. We shook his hand, saluted him and shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, but after that situation, it was just, oh no, this is what me and him squashed that shit. He signed City Girls at my party.
You signed City Girl at your party?
Yeah, we did G5 at the time. This is the first time Lil Baby ever came down. We brought Lil Baby because I still kept a relationship with my big homie Twan. So he was telling me about Lil Baby back then. When he only had That's My Dog out, he was like, man, bruh, for to be the next wave, blah, this squad. So I brought Baby down and Pete came with him. And Pete asked me about some girls. He said, man, I think about some girls. Da, da, da. He liked them. He said, man, I'm going to put them on the spot tonight. They come and think they for to meet me, but I'm going to make them perform. That's when they had that Fuck That Nigga song. You know what I'm saying? And he slapped them on stage and shit. Right then and there, like, put them on the site. They did good. But I knew they was going to do good because I know Carisha from back in the day.
So you already know he was gonna sign the City Girls, right?
He said if they do good, he for the sign them. He
you
told me that
know
shit
before they already know they was gonna get signed.
He told me that shit in the VIP. We was in the VIP of G5. It was me, him, and Lil Baby. It's actually a picture of us together. Bullshit. And Thugger came out that night. He said they coming here to meet him. He gonna put him on stage. He said I'm gonna put him on the spot right now. He was just looking to see at the crowd. Once the crowd was there for Baby and it was swole like that, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna put him on spot right now. And he did it.
Dang. How you feel? You feel me? Grinding, you feel me? How long you feel like you been in the game now? How many years?
I could say like 12.
Damn, 12 years.
Now that I think about it, from my first like party and shit, like 12.
So now you in this bitch doing your thing. God damn, what do you want? What I be the king want out this motherfucker?
100 motherfucking million.
Okay then. We gonna do them Birdman.
100 motherfucking million for sure.
You think Drake could do it?
Nah, Drake can't bring me 100 M's at one time.
Not one time?
He bring me like 4, 5 though, but not like 100. 100 take. You get what I'm saying? Like,
who you think?
Kamikaze gonna give me 100 million.
Okay then. What I'm saying, I just want my little 1%. That's it, though. It's going down. That's too much L's in there. Oh, goddamn. But let the people know, like, upcoming promoter, because we got a legend promoter in the building. What about, you ever throw the party when it was packed, but we ain't made no money? Everybody had a good time, but we ain't made no money.
That was my biggest show like that, bruh.
It was lit. Everybody had a good time from the DJ.
Nigga, I had did Future back in the day. That shit was so swole, bruh. But Future cost, at that time, see, I was still doing shows at like 30. People that cost like 30 and shit. So at the time when I motherfucking brought Hendrix, that shit was like, I think he cost like, this is when You Don't Even Know It and shit and all that was out. So nigga was like, Tap Out was on the radio with him and Wayne. Like, Future was on every chorus, every song. Like, if you was watching motherfucking, like, when they still had, like, I think it was 106 at Park and shit when it's after the free agent and all. Like I was watching that shit one day when we booked Future.
That's around Bugatti, Tap Out, all that stuff.
Nigga, Future's had like 5 or 6 songs, 7 songs on a 10-song countdown. You get what I'm saying? Like you played the radio, you heard Future. You get what I'm saying? So at that time, which I did Future before, but I think at the time when I did Future, it was like getting like 40 or 50 a show. But maybe I think like 35. It's like racks on racks on racks Future. Like you get what I'm saying? So then when I did that shit, Future was like 75, right? And but at the time, like I ain't know what I knew now. You get what I'm saying? Like the game was just different. So it was like I just do math that's simple. Like Future be here, I get 1,500 people. 60 at like $60 a person, you get what I'm saying? That's 90 bands. I'll make 15,000 right quick one day. Ooh, that shit ain't like that though. You know what I'm saying? Cause you don't count the free people, the section, the people. Like I wasn't counting that shit back then. Future came with an entourage of like 50 people. You get what I'm saying? And he was at this time he was fucking with Sierra, but no one knew. So they came separate. Then Flo Rida used to always come shout to Flo. Flo used to come fuck me at all my shows back then.
What you mean come fuck with you?
Flo Rida to pull up, like
For
get
free?
a table, pull up, like yeah, I'm fucking with you, yeah, pull up. To this day, he still pull up on a nigga.
How the fuck that happened? How
I don't
you picked up a Flo Rida relationship?
I don't even know, like it organic, like over the time being of just doing what I've been doing for so long consistently. Like sometimes that's why it's like I'm so big on my customer service and shit. Like I lose behind my word. Like if I say something, and even though it's in the worst interest for me, for the best interest of my consumer, I like lose. You get what I'm saying? And like people pay attention to that shit, or like people spread that shit around. Like that shit just crazy. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I never even thought about that shit like that. Cause like what's the name of my cousin too, on my old girl side, Billy Blue. So like Blue, it's always be Blue, Flo Rida, Briscoe, like all them boys always together, but it wasn't even like that. Like I never thought Flo Rida was paying a nigga no attention this whole time. He was watching a nigga grow and like just fuck with a nigga. You get what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Like Flo 1000, Flo called me, man. Where you like? They hit me up, like him and Dude Brown, like that's his artist. He hit me up like, oh man, hey, little bro, where you at? I'm at the office, bitch. It's my birthday. I'm pulling up. Nigga call, go outside. His motherfucking 3-4 Lamb trucks, 5-6 double R trucks. Like you know what I'm saying? Like bitch, Flo let his present be felt. Like it's my birthday. You feel me? I'm like, man. He called me at like 4 something in the morning. I'm like, man, the office. I'm closing at like 5. Like, man, tell him keep that motherfucker open. Bitch, I'm coming. I'm like, man, he capped. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, multi-million-dollar nigga call you middle of the night. Like, man, I'm pulling up. Like, and that nigga pulled the fuck up, filled up the parking block back up type shit. Pulled up like 30, 40 cars type shit.
How you feel though, being from where you came from, though, to just where you going and where you headed and the people you meeting, though, dog. God damn, I know you got a tippy toe on that.
I mean, it don't really feel no kind of way. Like in a strange way, when I be in rooms with everybody else, I see like fancy cars and shit. Like I got OGs that got fancy cars. Like I got like my real homies that's really doing shit. Like a lot of my like young niggas like outrageous to fuck me in the NFL. Like LJ, that's my little brother. Like you talking about niggas that got them M's that still call me big bro. We still fuck with each other the same way like when we was in the hood. So I like when I'm there, I feel like I belong. You get what I'm saying? I'll never be in a room with nobody and feel like impressed. You get what I'm saying? I'm one day, matter of fact, Super Bowl in February, in Tampa, the baby and this manager Rashad called me at the time and was like, man, where you at? I said, I got an after. I said, baby, I'm gonna come fuck with you. I'm like, little baby called my shit, like they went on FaceTime, like, man, yeah, whatever, you feel me? That nigga pulled up, it was me, him, and Doug chilling in the whip. He said, man, I'm finna make everybody pull up to this shit. I'm like, you know, like, alright, show me. You feel me? That nigga called Bankroll Freddy, 21 Savage, Rug. Like, the list goes on and on. He made Jada come. He made Pooh Shiesty. Like, he just got on his phone and called. And he like, big bro, we're gonna sit outside for like 20 minutes, man. Everybody coming. I'm like, alright, whatever. You feel me? Nigga, no lie, everybody pulled up. Like, I don't got nowhere to pull people. Like, people I sold their section, like, I was paying people that bought their section back to get their section. Like, like, I gotta accommodate, you know what I'm saying? And then it's all baby face, so it's kind of like, I can't make him look bad. Yeah. And then on top of him pulling up, you know, I send him bars and shit. The nigga so real, we go out the door, nigga pull out the bag and was like, try to give me like 10 bands. He like, oh, for all the 42s and all this and that for my people. I'm like, nigga try to pay me. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, nah. Like, man, hell nah, man. That shit on me. Like, bro, you 1,000.
No, you turned it to him bad down?
Yeah.
Damn. No, you may be choked.
Nah, it was because it wasn't about the money. Like, the baby ain't had to pull up to my shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it was an after hours.
So that's gonna make us look good anyway.
The nigga pulled up, no security, no nothing. The nigga pulled up on me because it was me and hung out because it was me. With no security, no nothing. Caught people. Bitch, we had my people shit, I'm good. So that meant more to me than taking his money. Because even when he came down here last time, he done been down here twice and caught me. Or like, people reach out to me like, oh, we over here, what you got for me? Like, anything, you know what I'm saying? Or I go into A, and Brad, I was his manager, Rashad, called me like, man, I just opened a restaurant, pull up, move everyone out this shit. I go to the restaurant, they go eat when it's closed with my people. Nigga call DJ, bartender, set a vibe for me, like, so it's just different. I can't, the money don't mean shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? The relationships always gonna be worth more. Cause what Lil Baby did for me then, and the shit like they'll bump into me or I'll talk about now, or like us being in the same room and vibing now is just worth more to me than the 10 bands all they got. You feel me? So that shit just mean more.
Who phone that is that echoing right now? Okay, you good. So
everybody got what's the name, the mood, man, in the studio. Everybody gotta take a shot or something. Like, just like,
oh yeah, no, we sipping. I get me a shot too. So what other big artists call you on the regular just to say what's up though, dog? And are you shot that the love you get?
Kind of, sort of, cause I don't expect it. Like, I don't be expected. Like, when I had booked, I did 2 events with Lil Baby, well 3 before that time in Super Bowl. And one of them was like a while back, so I ain't see it here from like them in a minute. But like I told you, my big homie Twan, like that's my real homie. So like we converse, talk. I go like, Twan got some shit that he doing something out of town. I slide. I done been hosting a party in L.A. and this nigga leave Atlanta and fly to L.A. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be in L.A. for 2 days. Fucking with him, I'm there for 5-6 days, cause you know that's my real homie. Like, shit, we ain't see each other in long. We catching up and vibing and. I ain't ready to leave from around him, and he ain't ready to leave from around me. So I'm like, man, fuck it, we just here. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, that's how that shit be playing out.
Mm-hmm. So what you got to plan? Do you ever plan on getting a couple new low soldiers where you know you still going in, but you just let they do more of the work?
What you mean?
Like, you know, as far as the promoting, like what you do, like I know you don't want to give all your recipes up, but as far as getting the clubs packed, do you hit the streets too?
Yeah, for sure.
You ever plan
on hit the streets?
You ever plan on sitting back, or you feel like you gotta show your face, let them know who's doing this, and so that people could come through?
I like to feel like the wave of, like when I promote, I like to feel what's happening. You get what I'm saying? Like I want to know whether I need to go harder, increase on what I need to increase on. So kind of being in the streets, like when I'm okay, boom. Let me put it like this. When I'm just hanging, I'm doing my week-to-week shit, I already know what it takes to make that successful. So I'm there at a certain time. You get what I'm saying? Like I pull up to the club towards the end. You get what I'm saying? I pull up to the club prime time. Like now that I got like Kazi tape dropping, so you know we be in the streets with that. You know that shit gotta get smut places. I got shows. I got Nardo Wick coming. You get what I'm saying? And that's also a mixtape release. Her birthday party. So when I'm shifting around like that, like that's the only time you're gonna see me out 11:30. I'm at this spot. I go 3-4 spots a night because I need to feel the reaction from the streets.
Mm-hmm. And I see you got the legendary Dollars and Deals, big CEO in the building. I'm like, what's your affiliation with Dollars and Deals?
I've been Dollars and Deals. You feel me? Like back then 4/5. You get what I'm
So
saying?
you dollars and deals too?
For sure.
So I got you a dollars and deal question.
Yeah.
What's up with is that what's his name? He just, I think from 772. Polo the Don.
Yeah, little Polo.
How y'all grab Polo? Cause he's actually snapping too.
Nah, he for sure snapping. Like Polo going through his little situation right now, recording shit. But if Polo's out here for sure, be like one of the waviest young niggas coming right now. Like that record. Any every club you gonna hear that. Like girls will go crazy. They for the twerk and shake ass, all that to that.
So you know when he be coming home, yeah, we just waiting right now.
We waiting, you know. We talking about little bro case. You know he got his own little shit going on. So that shit wrapping up shortly though. So y'all get the final verdict of that. We'll let him and his people express however they want to express.
Facts.
Like
So that's that phone too. Had me say one more time. But yeah, though, anything you want to say though, dog? Before let me get some shout outs real quick too, though, dog. You know, you feel me? Some shout outs. Who you want to give a shout out to?
Well, shit, all my business partners, you know, people that believed in shit and nigga prior to it being what it is right now. You know, my sister, my OG, my right hand man, Jesse, you feel me? Shit like that.
And for other people that don't know, as a promoter, do you just promote or do you jump in other businesses like?
I mean, everything. Like, shit, my homo events got me in Amazon, Walmart, stocks, all kind of shit. Like, he be racking my brain. I got to call that. This who called me on my phone, keep ringing. That's who hit me up now. Me and him supposed to have a little meeting, so.
How important it is to let the upcoming promoters know, dab in other stuff, do different stuff while they trying to get they promoting on.
I mean, I always say master one thing, then move on to the next. Like, I done mastered the promotion thing, like, from my aspect. Everything else I want to do else is extra, but I mean, it's hella shit to do. You get what I'm saying? There's money everywhere. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's hella shit to invest in, hella hustles going on. You just gotta find your path and then, you know, push it to the max, execute it.
And what you say to the people that say you like the Don King of this promotion shit down here?
Like what they call me, I don't know. Like, I don't know what to say to them. You know, keep supporting the nigga.
Are you shocked when they saying like you doing, you know, you breaking boundaries nobody ain't never did as a promoter? Like, what do you feel when they say stuff like that?
Shit, like honor, but that's, you know, that's about it. Like, I'm striving for greatness. Like, I don't think it's a cap on my, like, what I feel like is great for me. Like, people already see it as I'm great, but I feel like I'm still striving, I'm still learning, you get what I'm saying? It's still so much room to grow, so I'm just in that phase. Facts.
And let them know, for everybody that want to follow you for tips and, you know, bookings and just, you know, might want you to come and, you know, get interviewed by them. What's your IG, all that good stuff? IB_DA_King. So everything is that. So what about for the promotion? You got a TikTok?
No, I ain't got none of that shit. This is my first camera thing. Like, I don't think I'm at that TikTok level. I don't even go live on my phone, so I don't think.
So that was your first time going live earlier too?
Yeah, I probably went live like 5 times in life.
That's what we do at the Tippie podcast. We gonna make them turn up. What you mean? And we appreciate you for coming through. Anything else you want to say before you feel me?
No, man, I'm out, man. Nardo Wick.
Okay, then.
On the 8th, you feel me, October. Go on Kamikaze Drop. You feel me? This Saturday.
You gonna be at the release?
I'm at the release. I ain't gonna be at my own artist release.
No, I'm just making sure, because I'm thinking about going through, you feel me?
Nah, you can't think about that. You gotta come to that.
I'm in that bit then. Say no more. Okay, then. Man,
that's exclusive to. Not everybody can come to that. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm tippy-toeing.
They gonna invite, and we for the motherfucker, you know, we gonna weed through that shit.
Okay, then. You feel me? So, anything else you want to say?
No,
because I ain't trying to cuff you too long.
No, we all good, man.
Okay, then. Tippy Toe Podcast till next time. And don't forget, man, Go Money Grill. Put your money where your mouth is. Glee. Get your little 6 on 6, 8 on 8, 10 on 10. They gonna get you right. We done had to have that boy come through. Legendary shit. Don't be done. Lazy.